Donald Trump had a rally in Arizona today, and these events are always pretty bad, but this one especially so because it's so abundantly clear that Donald Trump is deeply upset over how the presidential debate went. He is depressed over the fact that he lost. He got humiliated in front of tens of millions of Americans, and we all just watched it with our own eyes. So he was rambling about the rally today. He was making fun of the moderators and spreading conspiracy theories about it. It's all very strange, all very crazy. So I have some clips from this rally to show you. We'll talk about them a little bit. But before I do so, make sure to subscribe to this channel. It really helps, goes an incredibly long way. But now let's dive right in, shall we? So here's the first clip. It's near the beginning of Donald Trump's rally, and just take a look at how he opened his speech today.
As everyone saw 2 nights ago, we had a monumental victory over Comrade Kamala Harris in the presidential debate. We won big with independent voters, moderates, Republicans, and working people all across this nation, putting forward a clear vision to very simply make America great again.
Wow. So he obviously is just blatantly lying. It doesn't even seem like Donald Trump believes that he lost the debate, because look at his face on screen. This is what his face looked like right after he said that. Does that look like a man who's confident? Does that look like a man who thinks he really won that debate? Because I don't think so. I think that looks like someone who knows he just lied and is kind of coping with the sadness that has come as a result of that debate. And he's also just lying. Like, he's saying, oh, we won with this group of voters, that group of voters, people around the country saw that we won. It's like, no. And he actually doubled down on this take later, claiming that he so clearly won and that all these voters support him. Like, just take a look at this clip of him talking about apparently polls showing that he won. I don't know. Let's just have a look.
Biden's mouth is, I want a rematch. I want a rematch. And that's what she said. I want a rematch. Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris.
It's almost like he's saying this stuff to make himself feel better. It's almost like he thinks that if he says it enough, he'll start to believe it. He's like, yeah, I know, I won the debate. I won the debate. I won the debate. If he says it enough, he will in his heart start to believe it. But I think he knows, and I think his team knows, that he didn't win that debate. That's why he just brought up right there that, oh, Kamala Harris wants another debate, and I'm saying no. It's like, yeah, I'm saying no because I won so badly. I beat her so good. It's like, what? Wait, if that were the case, you would want another debate. That's kind of how presidential elections work. You get this huge primetime audience in the form of a presidential debate with, like, seriously, tens of millions of Americans watching at once. There's not many events that are like this in the United States. And Donald Trump saying, yeah, I won so big that I don't want to do that again. No, he lost so badly that he doesn't want to go through that embarrassment again. We know it's happening. We see right through it. And also, I'm just curious as to what polls he's referencing. What data is he referencing that shows that he won? Because we have a number of polls saying exactly what we have here on our screen from CNN. A CNN flash poll right after the debate found that a majority of debate watchers say Harris outperformed Donald Trump on stage. The debate, according to these numbers specifically, said that 63% of people said that Harris won the debate, whereas 37% of people said that Trump won the debate, right? And even before the debate, it's regardless of which candidate you support, who do you think is likely to do the better job at the presidential debate? It was 50-50. 50% said Kamala Harris, 50% said Donald Trump. But then after the debate, it was 63% in favor of Harris, 37% in favor of Donald Trump. So it wasn't close. There's not a single poll showing Donald Trump winning over Kamala Harris, but of course there's not. He just makes it up on the spot all of the time. So he's clearly coping with his defeat. He's clearly coping with his loss. He'll never admit that he lost because that's not in Donald Trump's nature. He still hasn't done it with the 2020 election, but that's who he is. That's what he's doing right now. But he's so upset about this debate that he then, in this rally, started to personally insult the moderator, specifically David Muir of ABC. Let's take a look.
He kept screaming at me. I said, why are you screaming? I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at him. I always liked him. I'm not going to watch him anymore. I'm not going to watch him because he's not legit, what he did. I'm not going to watch him. And his hair's not as good as it used to be, you know?
What? I mean, first of all, David Muir was not screaming at Donald Trump. Trump was the one screaming into his microphone, salivating all over the microphone, and he was dripping sweat. So I don't know what Donald Trump is talking about here, and his whole like, oh, I'm not going to watch him anymore. I'm sure that David Muir is so upset about that. I'm sure that he's just heartbroken that Donald Trump, the conspiracy theorist, won't be tuning into his show anymore. Oh, whatever will he do? Give me a break. But the personal insult at the end there, oh, his hair is not as good as it used to be. Are you kidding me? Seriously, again, are we on the playground? Is this middle school? His hair is not as good as it used to be. Really? That's the best that Donald Trump could do? I mean, if you're going to insult him, at least have something good. Donald Trump just totally missed the mark and went with his hair is not as good as it used to be. And I just think it's really ironic that that statement is coming from Donald Trump, the guy who looks like he has an animal on his head. It looks like he's wearing a wig at all times. Genuinely, Donald Trump, the guy with that, is insulting David Muir for his hair simply because David Muir moderated the debate correctly and Donald Trump was correctly fact-checked when he lied. Now, speaking of fact checks, even after all of this, after Donald Trump is ranting about the debate, saying that he won and insulting David Muir, he then continued to spread conspiracy theories that he spread at the debate, specifically the one that has gone mega viral, very, very wide known now, which is pets apparently are being eaten in Ohio. Just take a look at what Donald Trump had to say here about that very specific conspiracy theory that he continues to push.
Before, in addition to Aurora, Colorado, there's a place called Springfield, Ohio, that you've been reading about. 20,000 illegal Haitian immigrants have descended upon the town of 58,000 people, destroying their entire way of life. This was a beautiful community, and now it's horrible what's happened. Enrollment on the state's Medicaid and food assistance programs have soared. Motor vehicle accidents have skyrocketed. Recording of 911 calls even show residents are reporting that the migrants are walking off with the town's geese. They're taking the geese. You know where the geese are? In the park, in the lake. And even walking off with their pets. My dog's been taken. My dog's been stolen. This can only happen.
It is genuinely so difficult to listen to Donald Trump speak. Props to anybody that watches this guy's entire rally to in the media or to cover it for the news. Genuinely props to you guys. This is unhinged nonsense. Unhinged garbage. His numbers are all wrong. His data is obviously incorrect, as it always is. But at the central premise of his argument is that immigrants are eating pets in Ohio? What? Look, I don't have to say this for you because you know, but for the Trump supporters out there, I have to say it. There are no credible reports of this happening. The local politicians, local police, the mayor have all said there's literally zero, nada credible reports of this happening. But we already know that. We already know that that's not happening. We already know that Donald Trump is making this stuff up on the spot. They're taking the geese. What? Now look, here's the important thing about this. Donald Trump can spread all of the conspiracy theories that he wants. That's just who he is. That's what he does. But look at the split screen here. Kamala Harris is speaking about the issues that matter, talking about you, your family, housing, the economy, climate change, healthcare, abortion rights, all of these really important issues. Okay? That's one candidate. And she's competent. We saw that at the debate the other day. We've known that her entire career. Then we have Donald Trump on the other side who's talking about Hannibal Lecter, boats sinking with batteries and sharks, and now his new thing is pets are being eaten in Ohio. This would already be bad if it was coming from your crazy uncle at Thanksgiving who screams at the wall. You kind of just ignore him. He's like, oh, there's Uncle Larry again, right? Wearing the tinfoil hat on the way in the door. That'd be bad enough. You'd be like, God, what the hell? But now it's coming from the Republican nominee for president, somebody who could be the next leader of this country and most powerful person in the world. Ladies, gents, boys, and girls, everybody in between, we got to make sure this guy loses. We cannot have 4 more years of this. I don't want it. You don't want it. Nobody wants it. So look, I think it's abundantly clear from those clips that Donald Trump is deeply, deeply hurt over his debate performance and how the debate went. Not only is he talking about the debate at his rallies and screaming about them and very obviously coping with this devastating event, but he also wouldn't agree to a second debate with Kamala Harris. That indicates fear. That indicates that, he doesn't want to do that again. Oh, his campaign certainly doesn't want him to do it again. And so it's probably not going to happen. We could have seen that coming, though. We could have seen that coming. So anyway, I will leave the video there. Just wanted to show you these clips. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe down below. It goes an incredibly long way. I really appreciate it. Also, drop a like on the video and comment. Let me know what you think about all of this. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.